Pennsylvania is one of 14 states in the country that does not have a child torture statute to regulate extended child abuse and negligence. And now that school's back in session, it's worth mentioning that cyber and homeschool rates are at an all-time high across the state, and many children go under the radar. As the state budget stands, there are what lawmakers say blurred regulations under PA law that require cyber charter schools to do check-ins with their students. It's cases similar to Renesmee that are only noticed when it's too late. Renesmee Utsi was a 9-year-old girl from Fayette County who died because of unreported and extensive abuse.
Here in Fayette County, within the last year, there has been 3 different cases of child abuse and torture. That's 3 too many. And the thought that keeps me up at night is that those are the ones that we know about.
Community members are rallying together and have now created a petition for Renesmee's law to keep other children like her from slipping through the cracks. Lawmakers say this is a statewide issue where children who are homeschooled and enrolled in cyber charter schools go unaccounted for. Are there regulations in place that are mandated by the state for those charter schools?
No, they are doing that on their own accord, which is great.
She says that gray area comes down to interpretation of the law, which currently states that cyber schools must ensure that each enrolled student is able to be visibly seen and communicated with in real time.
Why a cyber charter school would not want to do it, I don't know. That makes no sense to me, because I would think that their number one core mission would be to make sure their children are safe and healthy.
Cumberland County Representative Cheryl Delosier weighed in.
It needs to be black and white. You need to see the child. You need to be able to have a check-in, and you need to be able to say that that child is safe.
Lawmakers are working to get that language into the state budget that has yet to be passed.
We have an opportunity here to shore up the law, make sure that every child is getting seen, and hopefully this situation will never happen again where a child loses their lives because the abuse went unnoticed.
The state's largest cyber school provider is Commonwealth Charter Academy. 12-year-old Melinda Hoagland from Chester County was a student there and also died from her unknown alleged abuse while enrolled in online school. Her parents pled not guilty and are awaiting trial. State legislation to close the gaps in cyber school wellness checks is set to be passed in the state budget once that budget does get passed. We'll send it back to you guys.